And we back. And it is 2K day, ladies and gentlemen. The game is officially dropped. As I'm recording this video, technically, if anybody was asking, I'm in New Zealand. But while I'm in New Zealand, I got a call from the Chicago Bulls again. And instead of them having me be a t-shirt boy like they said before, they want me to be the general manager of the team. Okay. And then I woke up. But with 2K21 dropping, we can make that a reality, y'all. So the first rebuild of 2K21 is me taking over my Chicago Bulls and trying to be great. I have not played my league at all here in 2K21. So we're experiencing everything for the first time together. And hopefully it's a blast. Hopefully something is different. Probably not. So be sure to leave a like on the video, man. That's good luck, and good luck for me and good luck for you for the 2K21 cycle. Whether that be you hitting up the park, you getting GM jobs as well. Leave a like on the video and let's go crazy this year. Okay, and here we are. Usually I record my 2K videos on the PC version, but I am playing on the Xbox version today's video. So it's also going to be a test to see the simulation speed for y'all to see if that is increased at all this year. All right. What is new is that these prints, these pictures are new. Wow, 2K, you put a new skin on things. Amazing. Can you hear the sarcasm in my voice? All right, let's see what else is new around here. I'm very curious about the rookies and everything. How does this work with the rookies? Like 2K, if we can't have the rookies, 2K19 draft, 2019 draft, where the heck are the rookies? Are we just not going to be able to use them? I guess that's the case. That's very, very lame. What's the point of having a 2K? Okay, let me take a step back. Let me see if I go to take over the team in the offseason, because that was an option in 2K20. Let's see what happens if I try to take over the team in the offseason. Oh, that's not available. All right. So they're basically telling me and all the other my leaguers, hey, you can't play with the rookies until the draft, which makes sense. But then again, it doesn't, you know? So now instead of the Bulls having the fourth pick, we just don't have a pick at all. There's no LaMelo Ball. There's no Anthony Edwards, all these other dudes. That's very, very lame of them. All right, so let's just continue with the rebuild as if none of the offseason mattered. So what about players that are free agents this offseason? Otto Porter, who is a free agent this offseason, he just took his player option, when in reality, we don't even know if that's going to be true. I'm trying to think of players that are like 100% free agents, not just player option players. Anthony Davis, they just made him take his player option. We don't know if he's actually going to do that. The real question is players like Fred VanVleet that didn't have a player option or nothing. He was just a real free agent out there. What did they do with Fred VanVleet's contract? They just gave him the same money. I don't understand not being able to start it in the offseason that's about to come up. Why is that not an option right now? So basically, the 2020 offseason doesn't exist in this year's 2K. And I understand it's a very weird place to put 2K in, but the solution was very simple. You allow us to start in the offseason the rookies that you already have created, because there's no way you don't have these rookies created. You put them into a class and you allow us to do free agency. You allow us to do the draft. But instead, we're starting the 2020-2021 season like it's 2019-2020. And if that's the case, it's not... Wait. Oh, I guess I loaded in this draft class. I'm like, okay. All right. I have to restart. Did I load in this draft class accidentally and didn't realize it? Because that would have killed it. And 2021, I mean, these draft classes aren't even up. So basically what they're telling me and all the other my leaguers, until the NBA draft, there's no reason to really play my league. But even then, think about it this way. Okay, so I know I'm rambling and I'm not really rebuilding anything, but this is actually very important stuff to me. When the draft does happen, sure, they're going to throw those players on the team. Whoever the Bulls end up drafting number 4 is going to be on the team. But we still won't be able to do the free agency thing, right? So we won't be able to see what team Fred VanVleet goes to and so on and so forth until the actual free agency period happens in real life. And, you know, that's a ways away. I mean, we don't even know when that is. They keep pushing that back. Sad day. All right, enough of that. Let's just get into the rebuild. I'm basically playing 2K20 again is all y'all know. But a new feature that they did say that they added was this thing called Boom or Bust, where like some of the best players in the league with the highest potential can kind of just suck, I guess. And we'll see that on display hopefully in today's video. Hopefully not for my team, but from some other team. So see what we do with, I want to get rid of some of these contracts because the 2021 free agency class should be good. Let's get Cristiano Felicio out of Chicago. I'm not saying a single trade out there that's really helpful to the cause, so I'm going to trade for the Atlanta Hawks first round pick and get DeAndre Bembry for Thaddeus Young. And that's going to be like the only trade I do. I like this picture of Kobe White. That's kind of fire. Everything else is pretty much the same as last year. And this is how we run it for this year, not making any major changes at this moment. And this is how we running into it. Let's just see what happens. I think I want to make Chris Dunn a shooting guard though. And then we'll leave it at that. I'm guessing, yeah, the system is still the same. Make everybody a different position that overall goes up. But let's make Chris Dunn a shooting guard. Cool. And because, you know, he can defend all those positions. Let's see the simulation speed, ladies and gentlemen. Simulation speed. Will it be changed? Anything is... First of all, I'm going to go through every single tab. Is anything at all new? First tab, no. Front office, no. Coaching, no. Scouting, no. Training. Player mentorship is something that was in there last year. So, no. Expansion, relocation, everything is exactly the same. Cool. All right. Again, the bar was super low, and they didn't reach the bar. All right, let's simulate through the regular season. And the sim speed is exactly the same. Okay. All right, let's get to some of the tickers and everything and see if that helps. Season is wrapped. Luka's putting up Luka type numbers, man. 36, 10, and 8. Dylan Windler wins Rookie of the Year. You know why? Because there's no rookies in the game. And he didn't play at all his rookie season because he hurt himself pretty much in the summer league. So him averaging 0.4 points per game, 0.4 rebounds per game, 0.2 assists per game was enough for him to win Rookie of the Year. Dennis Schroeder wins 6th man. He averaged 24. Oh, man. Okay. Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year. And then Brandon Clark wins Most Improved. Brad Stevens wins Coach of the Year. All right. All NBA teams, no surprises so far. Everybody casuals, you know, the usual suspects. Defensive teams, cool. And no rookie teams because, I mean, there's no rookies. All right. I'm curious about this whole boom and bust thing that they talked about earlier. So I'm going to try to see if I can find an example of it. Somebody just been bad out of nowhere. But, I mean... I guess I'd probably have to go team by team. So give me a minute. Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to have to be towards progression system because everything looks pretty normal to me. Nothing has really changed too much. Terrence Ross got traded to the Heat, I guess. Okay, we got to go to progression. We did not make the playoffs. We were 32-50, so we were not very good this season. You know what I'm saying? Who is our coach? Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. Anyway, how is Nate McMillan fired, but not Jim Boylan? So the 8th seed Cleveland Cavaliers made it to the conference finals, so realism is not an option in this game either. And it looks like it's going to come down to the Raptors or the Nuggets, and the Raptors get it this year with Kyle Lowry winning finals MVP. Dope. All right, now it's time to actually rebuild because we have an offseason. We're going to have some money. We're going to have great free agents, so maybe we can snag somebody. I mean, I doubt it, but it's possible. All right, draft lottery, here we come. Because, I mean... You know the vibes. Projected to have the 6th overall pick, and we jump up to the 2nd. All right, OKC jumps up to number 1. We have the 2nd overall pick, and if I could load in the draft classes, I would, but we can't. So here we go. Let's figure out our coaching situation. Just looking for a new guy. Sam Cassell is in here. That's very interesting. Jason Kidd. I mean, Lucas is back. Jim Boylan's there. Taylor Jenkins, for some reason, got fired. Tried to go with realism here. I mean, the grades ain't great, but I tried to go realism here. He's a guy that's actually a candidate for the Chicago Bulls. Okay, so here we go going into the draft. The number 1 projected pick or the number 2 projected pick is this guy out of Turkey. His floor is out of the league. That's something that I don't want to touch. Same thing with this guy, but it's sealing this Hall of Fame. It's probably because, yeah, we didn't scout these guys. So because of that, all of their floors is out of the league or non-existent. All right, no big deal. We'll figure it out. I mean, we could use it as a pawn to try to make a trade. We still have Tomas Satoransky on the roster. Let's see what this trade would look like. Ben Simmons. As much as I would like to trade this pick, I'm going to go through with the draft and just see what it looks like here in 2K21. Just to see. The Ben Simmons trade was cool looking. And though I probably should take that without a doubt, I'm not going to. I want to see what free agency is going to look like. This guy's 18 years old, 81 overall, so that's cool. 18-year-olds are here. Without really doing much scouting, it looks like Jonathan Irvin is the second guy available. That's good. I wonder if I looked at that Ben Simmons trade again, how much cap space would we have? Second overall pick, Tomas Satoransky, but now they're saying Jaylen Brown. There's Jimmy Butler coming back to Chicago. I was curious. Ooh, there's a guy who's the first overall pick. 18-year-old rookie. 81 overall off rip. Now, do we need another point guard? No, but this guy's a great defender. He can shoot the ball. Good playmaker. I mean, he has Hall of Fame potential, basically. So I think I'd be crazy not to pull the trigger on this one. Basically trading the second overall pick and the 2024 pick for him. We're getting back Alfred Aminu, which is kind of an L, especially since I don't think we can trade him right now. Oh, we could. Just get rid of that money right now. Trade our 20th overall pick to the Bucks. Okay. And just like that, we got the number 1 player in the draft. Let's see who went number 2. It was Jonathan Irvin. He wasn't too much worse. That's cool to have the Via Chicago thing next to it, I guess. That's an upgrade. That's something that's new. But again, the bar is so low. There's another thing. This is Via Chicago. Draft class doesn't look terrible. It's cool that we have an 18-year-old going first overall, even though he looks hideous. Qualifying offers to my guys. And now it is time to see what is up with free agency. There's Giannis, there's Kawhi, there's Anthony Davis, there's Paul George. Who's the best guy with 0 offers? It is DeMar DeRozan, it is Drummond, of course. It is Gordon Hayward, it is Montrezl Harrell, it is Spencer Dinwiddie, it is Michael Porter Jr. for some reason is unrestricted free agent. Victor Oladipo. Okay, so we got names. We got a lot of names here. And we have cap. So I will throw Giannis, the biggest contract we could give him, player option, no trade clause. Yep. Milwaukee wasn't working out, so he wants to stay in the Midwest. We didn't go to the bigger city. I mean, in no instance will we be able to sign both, which makes sense. Which makes a lot of sense that would be not a possibility. But if I keep Lauri Markkanen, he'd be a backup in this situation from now on. And I don't hate that as a backup. I mean, he just put up how many points? 15 points per game, 7 rebounds, good shooting splits for him. I'll take that. We'll keep his cap space or cap hold, and we'll sign Giannis. We'll sign Giannis and still have $15 million left over. Kawhi went back to the Raptors. Paul George went to the Hornets. Cavs snag Fred VanVleet to add another guard to their rotation, and the Suns get Montrezl Harrell. Interesting free agency period. And you know, we got the big dog. We got the 2-time MVP on our team. We just came off a 29 point per game season. Okay. Him and Zach LaVine together is going to be a combination that people don't want to mess with. The Heat are trying to take Lauri Markkanen away from us. We're gonna match that offer. I was hoping we can get out of there without having to do that, but we have to. Let's get a backup. Ooh, we need to get a. What if we slid Giannis back to a small forward like he was in his younger days? You know, because right now Chandler Hudson's our best small forward on the roster, and that is not the move. I mean, we still have. We don't really have any money. Let's use available as far as affordable for us. We could still snag Otto Porter and bring just Otto Porter back on a smaller deal. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is there. Let's bring back Otto Porter on a smaller deal, 2-year contract type beat. He's had no offer, so he's gonna have to accept what we just gave him, right? He does. Okay, let's get a backup shooting guard that is relatively cheap. I see Brent Forbes, Langston Galloway, Wes Matthews, Pat Connaughton, but I think we're gonna go with just the best guy available in this case, which is Brent Forbes. 1-year deal though. So we have 2 at each spot. So let's just go get our reserves real quick. Brad Wanamaker, 32 years old, but I like him as a player. And then small forwards. Let's bring David Nwaba back to Chicago. And then centers, Bobby. Come on, we need that guy in the locker room. Okay, so those are the 3 guys we're going to add to the roster to fill it out. And here we are with progression. I want to see that boom or bust thing that they were talking about. So I'm going to go through every single team and see if I can find a young player that doesn't get much better. I see a +6 to Zaire Smith. The Bucks get Christian Wood, so I guess that's good for them to replace Giannis. The Clippers lose both of their stars, but pick up Michael Porter Jr., DeMarcus Cousins, Dennis Schroeder, R.J. Barrett, Bogdanovich, Malik Monk, Maxi Kleba, Nemanja Bjelica, all of these players are completely new to the team. They just get a whole new roster. And so far, I haven't seen an example of the boom or bust thing. And maybe I just misread it. But I haven't seen an example of the boom or bust. Markelle Fultz is a part of the Atlanta Hawks now for some reason. But everybody that you would expect to get better has got better. Because the way I read it is, it said that some leagues Zion Williamson will blossom into a star, and other leagues he won't. And that's the way I read it. And so far, pretty much everybody that's getting better are the people you expect to get better. Paul George takes a step back, but again, I haven't seen one young player that you would expect to get better not get better. Everybody is still just gradually getting better the way we've always seen it. I mean, this is kind of a big signing, right? Andre Drummond goes to the Lakers. They just love those two big lineups, but the rest of the team doesn't look very good. The Magic, I mean, yeah, the younger players are just getting better. That's all. Even Mo Bamba jumped up 5 overall spots somehow. Carmelo's getting slightly worse, but he's still a playable player. The Mavs have Luka jump up 3. I haven't seen a single guy that is young that got worse. And the case that they had with Zion Williamson, he got significantly better this season. So it's just not happening. Interesting though. But so far, it has not happened whatsoever. OG Anunoby plays for the Spurs. A lot of roster changes in this first year, though. I can say that the league looks completely different. Like, look at how did Duncan Robinson end up on the Timberwolves? I don't even understand. I mean, well, I guess he was a free agent and they just signed him. But like, so many teams had roster changes, so the league looks completely different. I don't know if that's something we should see every single video, but like, we see a lot of stars getting worse. 31-year-old Damian Lillard is dropping, and CJ is dropping, while everybody else is getting better. Klay Thompson drops. I mean, why does Draymond not have an actual picture? Everybody else in the whole league does. Even Admiral Schofield. Draymond doesn't. That's very weird. Okay, so there's that. Untapped potential is going to my boy Woods. Arthur Woods, to be exact. See, I wanted to do this rebuild. I mean, obviously, it ain't been super realistic because we just signed Giannis, and I don't think the Bulls will have that type of power soon. But I don't want to just, like, trade 6 first-round picks to get a great player like that. So I tried to keep it relatively chill. And we have a lineup right now of Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Otto Porter, Giannis, and Wendell Carter. I mean, again, we could run a lineup where we make Giannis a small forward, and his overall goes to a 99, and we run Lauri Markkanen at the 4 because Lauri Markkanen did have a good season last year. So let's try that out to start the season. If things ain't going great, then we'll switch it up. So yeah, now we put him there. Team looks better. We got the rookie as our 6th man. Chandler Hutchison. I like Daniel Gafford. And Bryn Forbes, who can run to backup point guard, is the rotation at the moment. It's cool. I like it. Is it a championship contender? I think just adding Giannis makes anybody a championship contender. But Zach LaVine averaged 27 last season. Kobe took a little step back. Wendell Carter last year got better offensively and got more rebounds, which is great. And I'm really banking on our 6'7" point guard out of Connecticut to come off our bench and be great. Otto Porter not to be bad. So first game of the season against Washington is a W. And, I mean, a low-scoring game for us. Oh, well, it's just all well-rounded game. And now we can, instead of doing like this, we have to go to the bottom and go to simulate the whole, we can just say simulate regular season now. Small W. And we started off this season amazingly. But we do lose to the Bucks out of all teams, and we saw what their roster looked like. Giannis, can we like get a little bit more from you, brother? 13 points per game is unacceptable. Like, hello? What is our offense? What are we bringing the coach to do? What is our offensive scheme? Balanced. Huh. I mean, fit is balanced. Let's make Giannis our number 1 option and Zach LaVine our number 2 option, because there's no reason Giannis should be getting this many points. Like, come on. All right, so the first game of Giannis being the number 1 option, those are the numbers he puts up. Cool. Those are the type of numbers we expect from you, Giannis. Like, come on. Okay, another game. Okay, things are getting better. It took some time. We do still have team chemistry on, so maybe that was it. He wasn't really acquainted with his teammates just yet. But all right, we're going to continue to sim. We are on pace right now to have a great season and make the playoffs, and then we'll see what happens once we reach that point. All right, so after a very, very long time, we are done simulating this season. Luka wins MVP. Our boy Arthur Woods wins Rookie of the Year, averaging about 15 points per game, 5 assists, 3 rebounds off the bench, almost 50% from the field, 50% from 3, and 80% from the free throw line. This guy's about to be great. He's already an 85 overall. He did great things off our bench this season. 6 man went to Lonzo Ball, who plays for the Spurs now. Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year, part of our team. Most Improved went to Robert Williams, and Coach of the Year went to, yes sir. Have you noticed that I haven't really said his name just yet? Udoka. Udoka. Maybe wrong there. Giannis is NBA first team, the first Bull to do that since Derrick Rose, Joe Kim. I don't really know. I need to stop doing stuff like that. I put myself in a corner by trying to think about stuff like that. And here we go. Nice mustache from this guy. He makes All NBA first team. Don Bosch and Jordan Ware, along with, of course, Rookie of the Year. Let's get into things. We were the #1 seed here in Chicago. We finished with a record of 65-17. Nobody's even really close on this side. Out west, nobody's even close to us either. So we should be the heavy favorite going into things. We're actually on that 10-game win streak going into the playoffs. So let's see how this goes. All things considered, I mean, Zach LaVine still led us in scoring, which is great. He is the Robin to Giannis's Batman right now. And the third highest scorer on our team was Arthur Woods off the bench. You know? Unless he did end up starting eventually. My fault. I mean, makes sense. He put up those type of numbers. But now anyone have him come off the bench? I'm going to give some minutes to Daniel Gafford. Sorry, Chandler Hutchison. I don't know. You average 7 points per game from us this season. Cool. But we need some big man depth. As we go against Philly in the first round, who is going to have the same team, but now Matisse Thybulle is starting. The fact that this team is an 8 seed is scary. Hopefully we can get out of here. If we lose game 1, here's game 2 with a win. Okay, let's go. Okay, all right. Just please get out of this round. Okay, here we go. Here's exactly where 2K20 left off. Me losing in the first round to the 8th seed. Giannis, you're playing 44 minutes. Zach LaVine, you're playing 32. 33, actually. You know what, Kobe? We're starting the other guy. We're starting the rookie. All right, here's Simcasta. Here we go. It's telling us to give Chandler Hudson more minutes. Whole time I can't do it. We are losing. There's the comeback. Boys. All right, we're safe. Are we? 1-point game with 40 seconds to go. 3-point game with 20 seconds to go. We got out of there. Barely. By the skin of our teeth. Giannis puts up a very big game for us, and we get out of there. 5 blocks from him. Ben Simmons had a great game, but it was not enough. But we go against the Miami Heat, getting some love. Now, I don't know where Dragic or Kendrick Nunn are. And they're running this dual big man lineup of Steven Adams and Bam Adebayo. I don't know what free agency was this year. But the Heat are getting some love. Y'all know in 2K20, the Heat didn't get any love. They very rarely make the playoffs in those videos. But I guess it doesn't matter. They swept their round, and they get swept by us. And we're going to go against Steve Nash and the Brooklyn Nets. It's not official in 2K, but Steve Nash just signed to be the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets this year. And they have Carlton Singleton. Carlton Singleton is a lame name. He is their starter 4, but the rest of the team is looking the same. If we get out of here, I'm feeling good. I just noticed that out west, 8 seed upset the 1, and then the 5 seed is in the conference finals. Game 1 is a win for us. Giannis and Zach LaVine have big games. I'm feeling good after game 1. We got away from Philly, then everything else was a cakewalk. And we go against Luka in the finals. What type of team does he have? You have Jalen Brunson, Joe Harris, Gallinari, and Porzingis. Oh man, they got shooters in Dallas. Wow. All right. I'm a little afraid of them, especially with Luka. But we win game 1, where Luka put up an amazing stat line, but Larry Marketing, only 2 rebounds from my power forward, but I mean, Giannis put up 21 of those things. All right, game 2 is a loss. Luka is too much to handle. Game 3. I hate that you still have to do this. We can't just go game by game. Game 3 is a loss. Luka and Porzingis, big games. Game 4, don't blow this. Okay, all right. Game 5 is the biggest game so far this series. Let's take this lead, and we do one more game. I'm simcasting it to see if the championship animation will be the same. That's if we do win the championship, because so far we're not looking great. We're not looking great at all. We are going to another game 7. This time Luka looking great. And you know what? We're going back to it, bro. I'm going back to it. And I'm taking minutes from Bryn Forbes. I'm sorry, Bryn. We got to get us to Zach LaVine. We got to get us to Larry and Giannis. The rookie is averaging 16 and 5 in the playoffs, which is great. Kobe is averaging 15, which is cool. We're going to take some minutes away from Kobe. Otto Porter not looking great in these playoffs. Daniel Gafford off the bench. I mean, he's looking cool. He's doing Daniel Gafford type things. I'm going to take some minutes away from him. I just need my stars to play. I mean, we're literally talking about a game 7 here, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. By 10 in the first quarter. Oh, don't tell me they didn't show up. They didn't show up for game 7. They did not show up for a game 7. And just like that, the Chicago Bulls are dominating. 30-plus point game 7 win. I'm going to jump in and see if the animation is the same. Considering everything else in the game is the same, I'm guessing this is too. All right. Let's dribble this out. I mean, oh, hold on. Oh, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, it's probably on rookie or pro, but that felt good. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. That felt good to do those moves. I mean, sportsmanship going out the door. Though the mode is basically the same, I could see me having a lot of fun on it because, I mean, everything is what you make it. 2K, you're a trash company, but everything is what you make it, right? So I feel like I can still put up great videos, all things considered. But expect us to do stuff outside of just my league this year. But the first year we opened up with a My League championship with my Chicago Bulls. And year number 2, only thing we really had to do is to draft a gray-haired rookie, sign Giannis, and the rest was history. You know, so far it looks like this animation is exactly the same. Yes, Wendell Carter looks significantly shorter than Larry Marketing, which I guess is kind of true because Wendell Carter is 6'9", and Larry Marketing is 7 foot. The UC is cracking. There's me with my season tickets right there. I guess this rookie signing Jordan Brand. Jordan Brand is getting all the guys, man. Luka, Zion, Arthur Woods. All this animation is completely the same, but the rookie comes in, the first overall pick to champion in the same. Like, come on, bro. Everything is exactly the same now. My boy Kobe White is hooping in some D Roses. That's beautiful. That makes me smile. That makes me smile. But everything else is the same. Yeah. Okay. And Giannis put a 40, 19, and 11 in this game 7. Whew. What a stat line. And of course, with a stat line like that, you better be winning finals MVP. You put up those type of numbers in a game 7. And that's the end of it. The Chicago Bulls become NBA champions. I just realized that I'm not wearing a Chicago Bulls shirt. Allen Iverson will take that as a W. The Bulls is right behind me. All right. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. Nothing but good vibes for NBA 2K21 so far. Let's keep it that way. Even though the game is trash, me and you gonna make it work.